Okay guys, how's it going? I've received some emails and some texts and some messages about lathering, and I'm actually here to show you my sink where I lather and basically how I prepare a lather for whenever I'm going to shave. As you can see, I've got a sink. It's full of hot water, just pure hot water. I didn't make it lukewarm or anything like that, just pure hot water, and I've got my brushes soaking in it. And this is typically how I shave, except I only have one brush and one mug, not two of each. But I wanted to show you how to lather with a soap and also how to lather with a cream. And they're very, very similar, but there are some differences. So what I've got is I've got a puck of Vanderhagen Deluxe shaving soap in here, and I had it just sitting in the water, in the hot water, to absorb some of that water. Then I have a boar bristle brush, and what I do is I take that out and I whack almost all of the water out of it. Okay, shouldn't be dripping any water whatsoever afterwards. Okay, then you just take and you start applying. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure, just some, because what you want to do is you're trying to load that boar bristle brush with the soap. It's already absorbed the water, and actually boar bristle absorbs water faster than a badger, and but it loses it quickly. So you want to swirl around, swirl around, swirl around, and it takes about a minute or so to get a really good, thick, luxurious lather. So don't shortchange yourself on the lather. The lather is the key to wet shaving. That is what makes it enjoyable. That is what makes it fun. That's what makes it pleasant. Now, you see that? There's maybe one or two air bubbles in there, but it's a really thick, luxurious lather. See how it sort of sticks up, and when you pull it, it sort of peeks away. That's what you want. Don't be worried that there isn't tons and tons and tons of lather in there. If you want tons and tons and tons of lather, you can lather it some more. You can add a little bit of water and lather and lather and lather even more, but you're not going to have to worry about anything. And then what you would do is you just take this and you rub it on your face, and actually as you're rubbing it on your face, you're doing the final lathering, which makes it really, really luxurious and comfortable. But you want this thick, thick, thick lather. You don't want a bunch of air bubbles. You don't want it to be frothy or anything like that. That's what you want to do with a soap. Alright? A boar brush works a lot better with a soap because the bristles are a lot stiffer, and obviously the soap is a lot stiffer. So that's what you want to look for whenever you're lathering with soap. Alright, now we have the Badger in the Old Spice mug. And shake that out too, alright? You don't want too much water, because too much water will kill a lather. And then you put a fair amount of cream on there. I think that's actually a lot of cream. But anyhow, you get your mug and just proceed to lather. You're going to notice that the Badger and the cream will produce a lather faster. That doesn't mean it's better. It doesn't mean it's worse, okay? But it will start lathering faster than the others. Now with Badgers, you don't want to apply tons and tons of pressure. You don't want to, just really, you don't want to grind it in there. But you want to get enough pressure that you keep that stuff in there. Now, this is in the process, and you can see there's a lot of air bubbles in there, okay? So it's in the process. What you want to do, take some of this, scoop it back down in there. Don't worry about losing a bunch of it, because it's still going to be in the bristles. But just keep lathering, 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 rounding it around and around and around in a bowl or a mug or your face. But you can see that it's not nearly as frothy anymore. Still got some air bubbles in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, push it back in there. And you can actually hear the difference in the sound as it really starts to take on the appropriate consistency of the lather. What you're doing is you're breaking those air bubbles up. And you have a nice rich lather. See that? No air bubbles. It looks like meringue. That's what you want to go for. That's what you want to shave with. A nice thick, stiff, luxurious lather. Now, excuse me for coughing into the microphone. You can ask yourself, what's the point of soap? The two properties of shaving soap that you're looking for are cushion and glide. The cushion is basically the thickness, the puffiness that it allows between your skin and the razor blade. You want cushion because you want it to be a soft shave. But then glide refers to the slickness that you need for the razor to actually cut the hairs efficiently. So you want to get a good soap or cream that really provides a good amount of cushion and a good amount of glide. If you have too much of one or not enough of one, it's going to be a bad mix. The purpose of soap, if you don't know, soap is really a chemical that breaks down the skin of water, so to speak. So when you add soap to water, if you take like a wooden bowl or something and you put it on a body of water, it'll float. If you put a whole bunch of Dawn dish soap in there and you put that bowl in, it'll sink because it breaks the film or the skin around the water. And in essence, what happens is soap makes the water wetter, and the water becoming wetter or becoming more less viscous, what happens is it allows you to rinse dirt off of your skin like hand soap, or it allows you to shave better in the instance of facial shaving soap. And it also breaks down grease. That's why Dawn dish detergent is great, because it does a good job of loosening those molecular bonds so that it really scrubs a lot better. So that's my tutorial on lathering. Hope you guys have a great day and a great shave.